The Waco gliders were used in World War II to transport up to 14 men and jeeps and other small artillery. The gliders were way quieter than your average plane because they had no engine, which meant it was lighter and it didn't make any noise. The glider contract with the US government was fought for by many aviation companies. A company couldn't already have a fighter or bomber contract because they couldn't sign on multiple contracts with the US government.
To bid on it, they had to design it. And when the government went out for that contract, one of the requirements was that you could not already have a fighter or a bomber contract because they didn't want to disrupt the production of the fighters and bombers.
Before the contract, Waco had made many great lightweight plane designs using mostly fabric. This time they did it again, just using no engine.
And the second requirement was that you designed an aircraft that really did not use very much metal or aluminum because they were critical wartime materials. So Waco was in a very good position since they had built these fabric airplanes and they really knew how to build very strong airframes that were very light and basically fabric.
The Waco CG-4A design won the contract, and Waco only built around 1,000 of the gliders used, while the Ford Motor Company built most of them. Obtaining the glider contract was a very big deal for Waco, and it kept them in business during the war.
There were 3 or 4 versions of the glider, and there was actually one version large enough to carry 60 people that was being designed for the invasion of Japan. And that was a prototype, and it never was put into production because the war ended and we never had to invade Japan. But that would have been used in the massive invasion of Japan had that become necessary.
This is Waco's Glider Theater. It's a detail-oriented and immersive presentation of what the Waco gliders were like in World War II.
The nose lifts up and a scout car complete with crew is taken aboard.